Welcome back to Cloud 2K, and today I'm rebuilding the Dallas Mavericks. Let's go. So a couple weeks ago, I did that challenge of building the best defensive team, and I used the Mavericks, and in the beginning of that video, I said something along the lines of, I was planning on rebuilding the Mavericks, but decided I wanted to do a challenge video. Well, I'm back here now to actually rebuild the Mavericks. Now, one thing I've noticed in the past couple weeks since 2K's updated the rosters with the trade, the Luka Doncic, AnthonyDavis trade, is that the Mavericks are consistently in the conference finals and the NBA finals. 2K loves this Mavericks team, so this might not be that hard of a rebuild. You obviously have AnthonyDavis, who's a superstar, one of the best forwards, if not, one of the best forwards in the entire NBA. Obviously, just the issues with him is he's 31, he has an injury history, and it's okay, AnthonyDavis as a player is one of the best in the league. It's just all the negativity comes from, obviously, he was traded for Luka, so that's what it is. Kyrie Irving, 32 years old now, is nuts, man. I remember watching him get drafted. It puts me in unk status, I guess. I don't know, but this is last year's deal. I think he has an option for the next year of his deal. I could be wrong. He does have a player option for $43 million. We're going to hope he takes that. I would like to keep Kyrie here for this rebuild. Daniel Gafford, who's really kind of, carved himself a role. Remember, back in Chicago, not very good. He kind of broke out in Washington. It's now been really, really good for Dallas. Derek Lively, the rookie sensation center, has dealing with a lot of injuries. Well, obviously, all these guys are. AnthonyDavis, Gafford, and Lively are all out. But they should be coming back soon. Maybe for the playoffs, if they can make it. I don't know. PJ Washington, a guy that, his first couple years in Charlotte looked like a kind of a gadget player that you don't really know where he is. Is he a 3? Is he a 4? He couldn't really find his role. But ever since coming over to Dallas, has really kind of embraced a defensive wing role and has really found a good home here in Dallas. Klay Thompson, we all know who Klay Thompson is, man. A splash brother for what, 10 years or so, and gets traded because he had his injuries. He wanted a lot more money than Golden State wanted to pay him. Probably is regretting signing to Dallas now that they traded Luka, but that's not for me to say. Spencer Dinwiddie's been around. He has his contracts in crypto. Najee Marshall, another young wing. I guess when I think of Najee Marshall, him being 26 doesn't really compute in my mind. For some reason, I know he's only been in the league for 4 years, his 5th season now as right now. But I feel like Najee Marshall feels like he's 30, not 26. It's just in my mind. Max Christie has been phenomenal, man. I've been a fan of Max Christie since he got drafted by the Lakers. Did I think he ever be like what he is now on the Mavericks? No. But I always thought he'd be a really good, solid role player, and he was playing really well for the Lakers before the trade, and he's been great since the trade. Dante Exum, another guy that's damn, he's still only 29. I don't really know his role in 2K on this team. Caleb Martin, they traded Quentin Grimes for, and I think in 2K for the first year or two should be decent. Omax Prosper, I would like to develop to take over the Caleb Martin role. Jaden Hardy, I would like to do something. He is only 22, but I don't really know. Dwight Powell, don't care. Kai Jones, I think, was already cut. I could be wrong about that, but I think Kai Jones was cut, and Kessler Edwards, I'm pretty sure his brother still makes those TikTok videos. I don't know. They want to run a lineup of Kyrie, Exum, Thompson, Davis, Lively, Gafford, PJ, Max Christie, Najee Marshall. Okay. So Max Christie is definitely starting next to Kyrie Irving. That's no doubt. I'm fine with Klay there. AnthonyDavis, Derek Lively, Gafford, PJ. Okay, so I don't really have a problem with anything here. I'll give Lively the 30, 27 for Gafford. Klay Thompson, 27 is fine. Max Christie's one of the guys I really, really hope we can develop. Max Christie's one of those guys that's a good bridge point between the now and the future. And I think Kyrie, Christie, Davis, Lively, Gafford, I don't know how much of this team I had to change. I would still like to find a better wing from Klay Thompson. And obviously, the backup point guard spot, I don't really know. I would rather play Caleb Martin over Dante Exum, I think. They traded for him, you know what I mean? So we might as well give him those minutes. And then I think I want to trade Spencer Dinwiddie. I just don't have a spot for him. It's the last year of his deal. Somebody could just use a serviceable backup point guard with Spencer Dinwiddie. And I don't know if there's any other, maybe I trade Exum as well. Ricky Council at first, Kyle Kuzma. I would just take a pick. Just give me something to kind of just move off Spencer Dinwiddie. Keon Nelson at first would be nice. But again, I can move off to Dwight Powell too for 1 year DeLon Wright and a Knicks Wizards top 10 protected pick. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. Thank you very much. Then I also look at, okay, it completely changed my lineup. You don't love to see that. I think Omax, at least for year one, I'm going to put in a G League if I can, just because he's 22. Yeah, I mean, we have Martin, Washington, Davis. I think this is going to be the last year I have. I don't want him on the team. I would rather Omax get those minutes. So I think this is going to be the last year. I'll have him on the G League for 1 year. Hopefully he gets to like a 77, 78 overall. Then he can be in a rotation next year. Let me go ahead and hitting triangle sucks because it completely throws off everything you want to do. I do not want Exum playing at all. I want it to be Caleb Martin here. Caleb Martin's a fine player. He's a good player. He's making very little amount of money. So he's cool. I just don't really want him here. I would have had Quentin Grimes, because Quentin Grimes and Max Christie could be a wing combo we could have for a while, but that's neither here nor there. Let's look at system proficiency, 4-star perimeter centric, and it's probably going to be the best, huh? Yep, and Derek Live was really the only one that struggles with that. Max Christie kind of, but not too worried. First game against Vic and the Spurs, we went by 20 points. Kyrie with 38, 5-3. Klay Thompson, 26 points on 5 threes. AnthonyDavis does not have a great game. And one thing about AnthonyDavis is he regresses heavily. So by year 3, he's going to be a high 80, low 90 overall. Max Christie had 11 assists, but did not shoot the ball. Let's look at shot tendencies. 80, we're going to go up to 85 for AnthonyDavis. Kyrie's 85. PJ's up to 60. Max Christie, well, I want Max Christie to be at like a 70. I want him to be like that wing next to Kyrie Irving that can shoot the ball, can then defend. We beat the Suns, and Max Christie gives us 18. Okay, we'll take that. Let's go to the trade deadline. Again, I might look to move on from Klay Thompson if I can. Trade deadline 45-6. Yeah, I really didn't do anything to this team, and they're just like that. It's just 2K, man. AnthonyDavis 23, 10, and 4. Probably the best season we're going to get from him. It's unfortunate the way 2K does AnthonyDavis. Kyrie 31 and 6 on 45%. 56, 45, 91%. I'm rounding up for those numbers, but I don't care. A phenomenal season. I would say an all-NBA season from Kyrie Irving. Daniel Gafford about 10 and 9 and about 2 blocks a game. Lively's not super happy. 9 and 8. A block a game. He's starting. I don't know why. PJ Washington 11, 5, a steal a game, a half a block game, 35% from 3. Max Christie 17 points on 37% from 3. You love it. Klay Thompson, he's cool. He's actually shooting 46. Like a fine season from Klay Thompson. Najee Marshall not gonna translate the 2K super well. Dante Exum is getting moved. Caleb Martin 5 points, 2 rebounds, 41% from 3. Okay, I think if I can get a Klay Thompson, Dante Exum deal, that's about $19 million. I don't know. We can just get Quentin Grimes back. I wouldn't mind that, but I'm not going to do that. I'm still looking for a wing. Harrison Barnes. I'm not doing that. I thought about it for like 1 second, but I'm not doing that. OG Anunoby would be sick. OG Anunoby would bring a lot more defense to this team. No. What does this team need? Let's go to stats, team stats. Offense, we are the number 2 offense in the league, and then the number 4 defense in the league. So there's not really one thing that's like we need to trade for this, but I'm still going to do Klay Thompson, Dante Exum, and a Wizards top 10 protected. That's got to, if I can find a stud, I mean, OG Anunoby would be fine, but in 2K doesn't play that well. Tyrese Maxey is a trade for sure. Kristaps, Norman Powell. I mean, a lot of good trades here. A lot of good trades. Mikal Bridges, would that be better? 18 points. Austin Reeves, Cam Thomas, Jamal Murray. A lot of good. RJ Barrett. Amon Thomas would be sick, but I'm not going to do that. Julius Randle, Anthony Simons. Okay, so I'm going to take this first round pick out of it because some of those were a little, like, I'm trying to do a somewhat realistic trade, and those were not. Jeremy Grant, he's 30. Like, he'd be 4 years younger, I guess. That would be somebody they would trade, but I don't think they would want Klay Thompson. I don't want Tyus Jones. I don't want Tyus Jones. Grayson Allen, I don't really want either. Dylan, I really wouldn't mind Dylan Brooks on this team. Like, I know he's not playing great. But let's just bring in more defense, man. Let's just bring in more defense. They're gonna completely screw up my rotation there. But let's move Dylan Brooks to a 3. He's an 84 overall. Is that great? I don't know. I feel like it's kind of a cool fit. I feel like it is a really cool fit. Kyrie, Christie, Brooks, Davis, Lively, Gafford, PJ Washington, Najee Marshall, Caleb Martin. Okay. I really like that. I think that's a really good lineup. I think that's a championship lineup right there. The only thing is, like, we don't really have a backup point guard at all. Like, actually at all, outside of Kyrie Irving. Can I sign one? Like, we only have 13 players on the roster, so we got to have Alfred Payton. I'm going to get you a ring, because I just don't want Pat Bev on the team. I just don't. Alfred Payton is going to be on the roster, and he's probably not going to play. Jock Landale's here. Let's pretend it's a 3-team trade and just get Jock Landale out of here. He's, as a 77 overall, he's a serviceable backup center, but we don't need a center. Like, at all. He's worse than the two we have. Who would want a center? The Cavs will give us a pick in Dean Wade. Dean Wade's cool. The Hawks get Jock Landale. I'm sure they would like to have a center on that team, because I don't know what they're doing with, like, Clint Capella over there. I don't know. It's not my business. Not my business at all. I like this team. I think we're even better now, and we're going to show you that by beating the Celtics. No, okay, never mind. Okay, well, Dylan Brooks. Oh, God. Okay. I hope I didn't screw that one up. Jokic MVP, a 24-point triple-double. Zachary Ricochet, Rookie of the Year. RJ Barrett, 6th Player of the Year. We could have had 6th Player of the Year. Vic Depoy, Max Christie, Most Improved Player, 17 points, 3 rebounds, 3 assists, 36% from 3. Anthony Davis, Clutch Player of the Year. Jason Kidd, Coach of the Year. Let's go. I don't know if we'll have anybody. We should have Kyrie Irving. Please have Kyrie Irving. Kyrie Irving, All-NBA 13, 30 points, 4 rebounds, 6 assists, 50, 40, 90. You love to see it, Kyrie Irving. We have nobody on the first. Oh, I'm looking right at Anthony Davis. All defensive first team, 23, 10, 4, a steal, 2 blocks, and that's what we have. We're the 1 seed. The Clippers in the first round is a cool matchup for, like, the past. The Paul George Kawhi beef kind of with the Mavericks, but that was with Luka kind of. So I guess it's not really beef now, but James Harden, Norman Powell, Kawhi Leonard, Derek Jones Jr., Zubac, a good team. A very good 8 seed. I'm not going to lie to you. But we're going to kick their ass. Kyrie with that. Oh, yeah. Christie's giving us 24 and 7. A good Clippers team, man. But they don't stand a chance against the 2K Mavericks. The Mavericks in 2K just, woo, beautiful. Chris Paul, De'Aaron Fox, Devin Vassell, Jeremy Sohan, Victor Wembanyama. This is going to be it's a tough path out here through the Western Conference, but we win game 1. Kyrie with 35 and 10. Anthony Davis 21-13. 2 blocks, 6 turnovers. We don't even care. They do tie 1-1. Vic is going to give us games. It's just going to happen. Game 3, we go up 2-1. De'Aaron Fox with 19, but Kyrie has been so good this entire playoff run. No. Vic has 30. Max Christie led our scoring. I keep wanting to call him Cam Christie. I don't know. 40 points from Kyrie Irving. 17 and 11 from PJ Washington. Anthony Davis, 16, 12, 10 and 10. Oh, just an all-around beautiful, beautiful game. We win in 6 with Kyrie Irving. He's been phenomenal. 30. He's just been even better in the playoffs. Holy moly. In the conference finals, we have the Minnesota Timberwolves, a team that always gives me issues in 2K Sim. Mike Conley, Anthony Edwards, Jaden McDaniels, Julius Randle, Rudy Gobert. A good team. Not as good. Like, they're better in this game than they are in real life. Julius Randle's giving us buckets. Okay, we don't love to see this. We do not love to see this. Dylan Brooks is cold. Hey, why? Why are you not good? PJ, you want to play the 3? PJ, do you want to play the 3? Make you a backup 4 and send Dylan Brooks' ass to the bench. Not really what I planned on doing in a playoff run, but you've just been better than him. You've just been better than him. I'm assuming 12. He's not shooting a 3-ball well. We're just not getting a lot of shooting from our wings. That's pretty much what it is. We are down 0-2. Game 3, big game. We do tie this year, or we don't tie it. We get 2-1. 28 from Max Christie. He does not want to go home. The new starter, PJ Washington, with 19, 10 assists, 2 steals. Game 4, we tied 2-2. Oh, we're so back. We are so back. 34 and 10 for man. That's the end. No, Kyrie, 33. That's what he does. PJ, 9, 5, 1, 2, and 1. Dylan Brooks had a pretty good game. Game 5, go up 3-2. Oh my God, 3 straight. 3 straight, baby. And now Dylan Brooks want to play better off the bench. Whatever. We win 4 straight, and Kyrie's your Western Conference Finals MVP to take on the Celtics. It's a rematch. Peyton Pritchard, Derek White, Jaylen Brown, Jason Porzingis. Okay. We all know how this went in real life. Let's hope it's not like that. We put up 160. We put up 160 behind 44 from AnthonyDavis, 32 from Kyrie, 32 from Christie, 34 for Jaylen Brown. Didn't even matter. What a start. Oh my God, 38, 23 from PJ Washington. This is game. Okay. Whoa. Hey. I need y'all down here to kind of step it up a little bit. 3-1. I feel better now. I was so ready. I was getting a little worried, but I'm so calm. We are winning in 5. Boom. Oh. No, it's cool. We're winning in 6. Boom. Kyrie Irving is your Finals MVP. The Mavericks beat the Celtics in 6-game. LeBron James, you're staying for one more year, baby. Al Horford, goodbye. Draft lottery. I don't even know what our picks look like. I don't think we have ours this year. And we wouldn't be in the lottery anyway. Mavericks, we have our pick of 30. Okay. I do not see any more. That's okay. That's not my problem. We're going to go to the draft here. I'm probably not going to draft anybody. If this is an opportunity for me to get off of like a Jaden Hardy and pick 30. Somebody won Jaden Hardy. And give me another first-round pick. Jock Landale on a 23. I don't want Jock Landale. Shake Milton in the 2026 Lakers. Thank you. You want another swap? Don't care. I want the first-round pick. I just don't want to draft because this team's not in the business of drafting players right now. Rookie signings, we have nobody. Team player options, Kyrie declines. That could cause an issue. So we have Max Christie, Dylan Brooks, PJ Najee, AnthonyDavis, Caleb Martin. Omac's going to be at least a 76. Caleb Martin, you're free to be gone. I just don't want you on the team. I would quickly just move on for anybody. Pele Larson in a first. Go back to Miami, Caleb. Just go back to Miami. It's what it is. It is what it is. Dylan Brooks, PJ. Okay, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Oh, we need our point guard. We need Kyrie Irving here. You're not getting Kyrie Irving. Who wants to give him a deal? The Nets want to get him back for 166. How about we give him 5 years, $35 million for each season? Oh, what? No. No. Kyrie. Huh. Well, that changes things. We need a point guard. That we do. D'Lo, welcome to the team. It's not Kyrie Irving. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We have our rotation. Let's just hope Omax gets better. Maybe Pele Larson gives us something to trade. Maybe we just do a sign and trade with D'Lo. Let me just go ahead and fill this roster. Player progression for year 2 sees Anthony Davis drop by 2, +2 for Lively. Brooks, well, I moved him to a small forward. +2 for Christie, +3 for Omax. Okay, Pele's only 75. We are definitely missing. We need one more star next to AD, man. I didn't think Kyrie would just leave. I don't know why he wants to go back to Brooklyn. They did not treat him well last time. We had that whole thing going on. You know what you know. Oh, man. Okay. Now I have to sit there and ponder about it because 2K's not loading. Thank you. So they want to run Russell, Christie, Brooks, Davis, Lively with Gafford, PJ, Najee, Marshall, and then Omax off the bench. A lot of good wings. We're missing a lot of scoring now. I'm going to pretend, close your eyes and visualize that it's still the offseason and that we are using a sign and trade with D'Lo, Pele Larson, and the Lakers 2026 first-round pick to get an upgrade at the point guard spot, a scoring upgrade. And, it's just like it never happened. It's not there. We don't have the money in it. We don't have the money. So who could I trade? I can't believe you went back to the Nets now. That actually is insane to me. Who could we trade that has money? It's just it's Dillon Brooks. Okay. Dillon Brooks, D'Lo, Lakers 2026. This has got to give me a good point guard. Tyler Hero is we want a good scoring point guard. It'd be really funny if we just went and got Cam Thomas, but like, oh, give me your second best player. Sengun, cool. I'm gonna trade for I'm trading for Sengun just because talent-wise, we get a first-round pick in the matter two. We're sending Dillon Brooks back to Houston. So you know what I said earlier about this being realistic? Forget I said that, please. Just put it out of your brain. It never happened. We're just gonna go back and we're gonna pretend it never happened. Tyrese Maxey. What? Is there a world I don't trade for? This is who I was looking for. And we get no. I'm not gonna do that. The Mavericks would acquire 3.47. I'm not getting Dyson Daniels. As much as I would like to have Dyson Daniels, that is so unbelievably unrealistic that I'm not doing it. Now, the problem is I don't know if we can get this deal done without something else being attached. Like, it's going to have to be... okay. Can I do something a little cheeky here? Can I do something a little bit cheeky here? You guys might not like this one, but I'm going to do it anyway. I'm going to give Davion Mitchell a contract, and I'm going to pay him $4 million. This is you're going into a mind of a GM right here. You're thinking 3 steps ahead. You're thinking 3 steps ahead, and you're seeing where's he at? Alperen Sengun. And you're seeing the Wizards' first round pick, and we're gonna get that deal back. We're gonna get Trae Young back. It's gonna happen. I know Tyrese Maxey's right there. I know. And now he's not there. Why is he not? Did I add something else to the trade last time? Did I add something to the trade last time? Was it Pele Larson? I feel like no, it wasn't there. I mean, still, there's Tyrese Maxey. Okay. I'm keeping Pele. You're keeping Jalen Johnson. You're giving me Trae Young, and then you're going to say, okay, 3.47, and I'm going to look at you and say, hey, we have a guy that makes $4 million, and then you're going to give me your cheapest player, Xavier Booker, Alperen Sengun, a first-round pick, Davion Mitchell for Trae Young, and a swap pick? Boom! We get a first-round pick back in that trade. Trae Young, welcome, a full circle moment, really. Really a full circle moment, because he was drafted here and traded to Atlanta. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Just saying. Trae Young, Max Christie, Najee Marshall, definitely took a bit of a step back there. Anthony Davis, Derek Lively, Gafford, PJ O'Max. Okay. We need a backup point guard. I guess Davion Mitchell could have just been that, huh? We have a couple pieces, though, to trade. We just need a backup point guard, and then I feel pretty decent. Like, we have a Shake Milton. We have Monte Morris. And then when I can throw you a Nets-Lakers swap. That's got to give me just like a decent backup point guard. Malcolm Brogdon's right there. And I'd be out of... I'm not going to do that. As much as I would want to. I think... Welcome back to the team, Jaden Hardy. We did a lot of finessing there. And if you guys don't like that, I understand. System proficiency is 3.5 star perimeter centric, not good at all. This team doesn't mesh well. And I think it's Najee. Whoa. We just don't have a 3. That's kind of the problem right now. We just don't have a 3. I'm going to run a perimeter centric because we have Trae Young. And you know what? I like the idea of Najee Marshall starting better. I just do. We beat the Heat by 1 point. Jaime gives us 23 and 14 from Trae Young. Anthony Davis, oh yeah. Trae Young, Anthony Davis pairing is beautiful, especially when you have a Max Christie on the wing. Jaden Hardy gave us 15 points in his first game back. Trade deadline 41-9. So I was a bit worried about this team, but it turns out I have nothing to be worried about. Anthony Davis is having a 23-10-3 season, a pretty similar season to last year, so we'll definitely take that. Trae Young, 28-12. That's just, he's an absolute engine of an offense. There's no way you can be bad with these two on the court together. I'm sorry. Derek Lively continues to be upset, but he's 9-9. So Daniel Gafford's 8-8. Max Christie, 18 points, 40% from 3, about 41% from 3. PJ, should I start him over Najee? Najee's not shooting well. Najee's not shooting well at all. There's defense both ways. Actually, I think 2K does not rate PJ very well defensively for some reason. Like, if I look at his perimeter defense, it's a 53-63. Where Najee is going to be I'm assuming in the 80s, right? No, what? That was just a long pause because it's just interesting to me. Okay. 80 for Omax. Cool. If I put Omax to the 3, would he... I know he doesn't shoot as well. Puts him to an 80, and then a backup 4. Would I just rather have him start? Just put a young guy out there to 3? It's just a connecting piece. I don't really mind that. I didn't even see what kind of season. He's not really a shooter, but he's a 75. It can, 6'4". Shooting's not great. But maybe I do like that better. Screw it. Why not? Let's run with it. Trae Young wins MVP 28 and 12, 49, 41, 87. Cooper Flag Rookie of the Year. RJ Barrett 6th Player of the Year again. Vic Depoy, Rob Dillingham Most Improved. Cade Cunningham Clutch Player of the Year. Jason Kidd Coach of the Year. Ruben Lungley Executive of the Year. I'm making a coffee in the back, so if you hear that, that's what that is. If you don't hear that, forget what I said. Trae Young All-NBA first team. Nobody on the second team. Nobody on the third team. Defensive teams. Anthony Davis All Defensive first team. 22, 10, 3. About a steal and a half. About 2 blocks a game. You'll take that. Nobody there. We are the 1 seed. Once again, what kind of season did Omax have? That's a guy I'm really interested in. He had 8 points, 5 rebounds, 2 assists, 30% from 3. I mean, the shooting was better. Was definitely better. So, I mean, next year maybe he'll be like an 82. That's like a fine 3. New Orleans in the first round. DeJounte Murray, Ace Bailey, Trey Murphy, Zion Williamson, Yus Messi. I'm glad I'm getting him this year, not next year, where Ace Bailey's going to be like into the 80s. We win game 1. We win game 2. We lose game 3. We win game 4, and let's win in 5. We win in 5. OKC. OKC always going to be Shea, Lou Dort, Jalen Williams, Chet, Isaiah Hartenstein. Always a really, really tough team. We do win game 1. 2-0 us. Let's make it. Okay, we lose game 3s. We lose game 4. We win game 5. Game 6. Okay, game 7. We're going to drop down to an 8-man rotation. That means, Jaden Hardy, you're going to lose your minutes. I apologize. We have a game 7 in Dallas. Dallas, OKC, we're off to a good start. And at halftime, maybe not. At halftime, we are down by 3. We're getting our ass kicked. We got our ass kicked. It was only 6 points, but Trae Young with 33 and 21 assists. Anthony Davis with 30, 16 from Najee, 14 from Prosper, 14 from Lively. We lose to OKC in the second round. Warriors-Knicks finals, and Warriors Steph Curry gets his 5th ring now as they beat them in 6. Retirements, LeBron James retires, Russell Westbrook retires. This is the last year draft lottery. We already won a championship, so it's not like, super crazy, but I do want to win another one. We have pick number 29, and I do not see any more. Let's go down to the NBA draft. I don't know, what am I looking for here? Daniel Gafford's a free agent. PJ Washington's a free agent. Trae Young's got a player option I hope he takes. Pele Larson, I don't really care. Omax has got it. So, the only one we're really, PJ Washington and Daniel Gafford, and I guess Trae Young, technically, are all worrisome. We had the Spurs pick at 27. If I just say 27, 29, okay, 27. Okay, yeah, sure. Just move our 2 picks for 2 later picks that I can maybe use in a trade later. Rookie signings, we don't have any. Team player option, Trae Young accepts his offer. Thank God. Derek Lively will be back. Omax Prosper will be back. Pele Larson's going to be back. I don't know if Pele's going to play at all, but I at least want him maybe for trade bait later. Now, Trae Young, Jaden Hardy, Max Christie, Omax, Najee, Anthony Davis, Derek Lively. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We're looking at PJ and Daniel Gafford. Can we bring them both back? I hope so. Where are they at? There's PJ Washington, $4 million. I can bring back 3 years. That's easy. Daniel Gafford, why did I not see his... Did I just not see his name? Okay, Daniel Gafford, $13 million. 4 years, $12 million each. We bring back both Daniel Gafford and PJ Washington. I don't see any reason, like with Max Christie getting better, with hopefully Derek Lively getting better, maybe even Trae Young slightly gets better. We have pieces here. Max Prosper gets better. Jaden Hardy. I don't see any reason we're worse. Honestly, I don't see any reason we're worse. So I'm going to go ahead and just fill out this roster, and let's get into year 3. Player progression for year 3 is that Anthony Davis dropped by 2. Trae Young drops by 1. Lively goes up by 2. 1 for Gafford, 1 for Christie, 2 for Prosper, 2 for Hardy. So these guys didn't really get much better. But Anthony Davis for sure got worse. So this is me going to bank on a full season of Trae Young and Anthony Davis can win with their surrounding pieces getting just slightly better. I feel decent about this team going into the season. At the deadline, we might make a move. But Young, Christie, Prosper, Davis, Lively, Gafford, Hardy, PJ, and then Najee Marshall down there as well. I feel good enough about this team. Dennis Schroeder and Pele Larson maybe help us at the deadline. Look for a wing. Like maybe we move on from a Najee Marshall and look for an upgrade at the wing to either move Prosper to the bench or probably that. Game 1 against the Wizards, we win by 3. Jordan Poole's a good game. Cooper Flagg is a good game as well. But Trae Young with 20. We're going to go to the deadline. Again, maybe we look at a wing, but I also kind of want to just keep this team. At the trade deadline, 37-14 is the 2 seed. So another really, really good season. Anthony Davis, that's the step back I was waiting for. I mean, still shooting well, but just not scoring as much. Trae Young, 26-12. A really, really good season for him. Derek Lively, I guess, is finally not upset with us. 10-10. We'll take that. Daniel Gafford, 9-8. Cool. Max Christie, 17. I mean, 40% from 3. About 90% from the free throw line. Jaden Hardy's having a really good season scoring off the bench. Max, 9. Still just can't really shoot the ball. And I think that's where it leaves us to, like, we make a trade for a wing. And it's got to be, like, it's got to be Najee Marshall. It's going to be Dennis Schroeder. Or should it be... Will Pele Larson have more value? And then a Lakers 2029 pick? Will that have more value to you? Because, like, he's 25. So I don't know what kind of value he still has anymore. Jalen Tyson, Norman Powell. Norman Powell wasn't 87. Now he's an 80. Okay. Peyton Watson. I would just like to find it. Christian Braun. Christian Braun might be a really, really nice 3. I don't know if I've ever traded for him. I know I've traded for Denny before. Christian Braun, welcome to the team. We used a second first round pick, but we're at the end of the video, so I don't really care. Now, these two, Schroeder and Tracy Jackson Davis, they gotta have value somewhere. I don't really want anything in return. They're not making a lot of money, so hopefully I can just drop them off somewhere. And it seems like everybody wants to give me back good players, which I appreciate you. I do appreciate you. But, like, I just put them on a team they can play for. Because they're not playing for us. And I just don't want to really keep them around. Gershon in the first would be really cool if this was in year 1. Whatever. Go play for Charlotte. I'm doing some dumb trades at this point in time. Just kind of get off of these 2 players. Because, again, being 79 overall, they're not starting, but they're, like, decent role players for another good team. This is just me looking out for them. That's literally all it is. This has nothing to do with the rebuild. I probably could have just turned this off, but this is me just kind of getting them out of here, just, for them. So Trae Young, Max Christie, Christian Braun, Anthony Davis, Daniel Gafford, Derek Lively, Jaden Hardy, Max, PJ Washington is our rotation. This is a championship team. I can feel it in my bones. Trae Young wins another MVP. It's a 2-time MVP Trae Young. Patrick Haywood, Rookie of the Year. Kobe White, 6th Player of the Year. Vic Poit, Dylan Harper, Most Improved. Ja Morant, Clutch Player of the Year. Obviously, first team for Trae Young. I don't think we have anybody else. Nobody else. Defensive teams. Anthony Davis, all defense, second team. 18-9. Okay, cool. We end up being the 2 seed. The Spurs kept it. But that's okay. Sacramento in the first round. Marcus Sasser, Paul George, Jake LaRavia, Keegan Murray, Sabonis. This is a bad team. I'm keeping it a buck with you. It is a bad team. I feel so confident. We sweep them easy. Minnesota is a tough team. Rob Dillingham, Anthony Edwards, Jay McDaniels, Julius Randle, Nikola Vucevic. This is a really good team. Let's just make sure we're putting Derek Lively back in the lineup. We're dropping to an 8-man. So that means, unfortunately, I don't want PJ losing his minutes. 10-4, 50-50, 72, 7-4, 40. I gotta play Omax. Omax. That's what I'm trying to say. Gotta play Omax. Game 1, we beat them by 7. Game 2, okay, come on, guys. Bro, boys. I'm not wasting no time here. Let's see. Bench utilization. I don't want our bench playing as much, man. This is like deep playoff time. We tie the series 2-2. We go up 3-2. Let's win in 6. They force a game 7. Okay. It's okay. Lineup, performance, young, old, playbook, system proficiency. We're going to drop down to the bench 35. And yeah, we just want our good players playing. Game 7, Simcast. This is for the video. If we lose, video's over. If we win, we go into the conference finals against the Spurs. I saw they're already there. At the end of the third quarter, we're down by 6. It's not looking great. 3-point game. That's it. We lose by 6. Trae Young with 20. Trae Young's been fantastic. Unfortunately, we just couldn't get the help. AnthonyDavis really fell off a cliff. Vic and the Spurs win in 5. Paul George retires. Probably good for you. Damn. We won 1 championship. We made it to the playoffs all 3 times. Made it to at least the second round all 3 times. We only got 1 championship. The team ends up being AnthonyDavis, Trae Young, Derek Lively, Christian Braun, Daniel Gafford, Max Christie, Jaden Hardy, Omax, PJ Washington. Really? I mean, Jaden Hardy went somewhere else and came back. But, like, we brought in Trae Young and Christian Braun, which are big things. Like, that's not no little thing. But 7 of the 9 people are still in the team from right now. Like, we lose Kyrie Irving, and that kind of threw off. Because instead of Trae Young, you probably still have Kyrie Irving here. But, like, you have to do what you got to do. I appreciate you guys watching this episode. I hope, as a Mavericks fan, I know this doesn't help the sting of the Luka Doncic trade, but it's been, like, a month now almost. So, like, we got to start moving on. I can't say, not being a Mavericks fan, I can't say that because I have no idea what you guys are going through. It's still insane to me. But I appreciate you guys watching. I'm on the road to 500 subs. I'm getting so close. Go check out the podcast Time Out with J&G every Thursday. My co-host Garbage Man has his own channel. He does his Akron college football series, so go check him out. And I'll see you guys later. Peace. Welcome back to Cloud 2K, and today I'm rebuilding the Phoenix Suns. Let's go. The Phoenix Suns are a case study that I think the era of the Big 3 is probably over. And it also doesn't help that, like, outside the Big 3, they don't have really anything good at all. But, like,